Hi, there is no real rhyme or reason to this video, disappointingly enough to some of you who might watch it, but figured I'd record a quick clip of Molly. This is Molly, my car, my mule. Molly is a very common name for a mule, as a Google search revealed to me one day, and so I named it Molly. It's a 2006 Subaru Outback. And it's a 3.0. Most of these came in a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Mine is not. Mine is a 3.0 6-cylinder, which gives a little more torque and power and reliability. And I just cleaned it. I don't know if I'm ready for another weekend in Atlanta, but my car definitely is. I'm just kidding. I'm ready for another weekend in Atlanta. Starting tomorrow through Sunday. More airport runs. More drunkard runs. If you don't know what a drunkard run is, just think about it. I'm a Lyft driver. Yep, looking clean, looking good. It is LL Bean. LL Bean is a outdoor gear retailer. Subaru had a partnership at one point and made a special trim model of, which included perforated leather seats that are two-tone in color. They're actually good quality. They have put up with some abuse of thousands of people sitting on them. So no rips yet. A few little scratches, but overall good quality leather. Especially if you take care of it and use some cream. Lots of cream. Cream it up, cream it up. Cream it real good. Barf bags that my dad, who is a ex-Continental, now United flight attendant, provided for me. A complimentary umbrella which has never been used. It's a cheap made in China Walgreens model, but hey, it's better than nothing. And these have never been used before either. Hopefully they won't have to be used. But they're there, just in case, and there's plenty of them. Panoramic sunroof. This particular one is large. I try not to open it too much to keep it in good shape so that it doesn't leak on me down the road, but it seems to be good quality. I'll explain real quick for those of you that care. Most of you probably don't, but front panel, glass, tilts up, keeps the wind from going inside. Large panel, opens up, and yes, it does open up all the way to reveal a very large opening, kind of convertible-like. Great feature in my opinion. Awesome, superb feature in my opinion. I think it's great. I've always had a thing for sunroofs since I was a little baby, so I'm happy. Or you could just tilt this up, leave the main one closed, and it'll keep your car ventilated in those hot, sticky days. It's got the old school navigation system. I don't really use it. I kind of use it to figure out where I'm at. In a city, am I in the north, south side, east, west side of the city, more or less? Helps me maintain my bearings. I do have to agree to this screen, liability screen, every time it turns on. But again, gives me an idea of where I'm at in the city, what street or major intersection is up ahead. But as far as navigating with it, it's very antiquated, it's very slow, and it just doesn't work. It's a good backup if I'm in the middle of the desert and I have no signal on my Android device, but I do have a navigation app now on my Android device that works offline, so I might not even need to use that anymore. But again, it could still be used as a backup. Again, very antiquated Kenwood. You guys might be familiar with Kenwood. They make stereos for cars and other electronics. They actually made this unit for Subaru. It is a 2004 technology, so again, over a decade old technology here. Those maps look like a second or first grader drew them out, but hey, whatever. This info screen here gives me instant fuel economy and then the average fuel economy. I also get all of the economy statistics on both trip meters, trip A and trip B, which are resettable, and then of course the analog circular dial versions of the same thing, which is fairly redundant in my opinion, but whatever. And then of course you've got your maintenance minder. 3,847 miles left till my next oil change. I don't bother with the battery thing, nor the tire pressure thing, nor the timing belt. My car doesn't have a timing belt, it's got timing chains, so that's gonna stay like that. And calculator, if you need to make those quick calculations while at a stop sign, because mind you, when you're moving, none of this works. It gets grayed out, and again, I think they don't trust you. It's a liability thing as far as distractions go. This will set different aspects of the car as far as beeping and the clock and the outside temperature goes, the display time. Then you've got shock sensors, which you really have to hit the car, even in this max sensitivity setting, really hard to make the alarm go off, the factory alarm, which is a horn. You have to hit it really hard or break a glass or something, because I tried to make it go off by shaking the car and tapping it on the side, and it just didn't cut it. Shock sensor, that's exactly what I just explained. Delay on your I don't know what delay is, to be honest with you. Delay time 30 seconds, I don't know, but as soon as I'm done with the video, it's gonna come to me exactly what that is, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, duh, alarm is on. Oops, let's go back to that. Lock signals, you got your lights, whether they flash when you lock it or not, and whether the car beeps or not. Then of course you've got your touch panel adjust. Sometimes it goes out of calibration. It hasn't with me, but I guess sometimes it does, and that's there for that. And then you've got your defogger, room lamp, de-icer continuously on, key alert, so on and so forth. So kind of advanced for a car that's pushing a decade. This was a $2,700 option, I want to say, when the car was new. Putting the car at around $32,700 new. I didn't pay that for it. The previous owner did. I bought this car 10 months ago for about $14,500 plus tax, title, and license. Then you also get, of course, screen adjustments for brightness and contrast. Contrast really doesn't do anything, kind of useless, but the brightness does work, and in the calendar for you to know exactly what day at all times of the month it is while you're driving. I do keep it on that screen sometimes. There you have it. On the center display, this is my magnetic mount. My phone, which is in my hand recording this video right now, actually has a piece of metal between the case and the phone, and it allows it to just stick on there. Moving on, Momo made this steering wheel. It's very balanced. They're notorious for making balanced and lightweight steering wheels. I like the feel of it. Kind of unnecessary in a station wagon, but Subaru thought it would be a nice novelty when this model was updated for 2008, facelifted I should say. They did away with the Momo and replaced it with a telescoping wheel. This one isn't telescoping, but it is adjustable up and down. There are your instrument gauges, fuel temp, tach, speed, and trip meter, odometer. That little digital screen that's not on right now is for displaying gears selected when you're in manual mode. Here, slap it to the left, you're in sport mode. That holds on to shifts a little longer. I think it does change the mapping of the throttle to make it a little more responsive. I could be wrong, but it definitely does elongate those shifts. And then you can slap down or up for manual gear selection. There are 5 in this electronically controlled automatic transmission. Nice wood trim about. This is a 6-CD changer in dash. It does not play, oddly enough, WMAs or MP3s, which sucks. I don't understand. In 2006, WMA MP3 capability was pretty common, but for some reason wasn't in this car. Whatever. I stream everything from my phone anyway. through a Bluetooth adapter that I have hiding in here. I'm not gonna open this. It's a nice little storage area because it's messy. So this is the automatic climate control. Driver gets his, passenger gets his or hers. Separate controls, no memory on it. Every time I have to restart the car, it resets. It doesn't keep the memory on the fan speed or the temperature, which sucks, or the actual vent selection, which also sucks, but whatever. Small detail, first world problem, right? Otherwise works great, hot and cold. Heated seats controls. These are roller switches, and they're adjustable to 4 different settings. They do work very well, and they will give you a sweaty ass. What else? That's about it, really. Kind of a basic car, more or less, even though it was fully loaded for its time. Not much more to it. A modern day Corolla will have more gizmos and gadgets than my car. No reverse camera. I could add one to it. My screen that I just showed you does have a connection, a Molex connection behind it for it. That might be a project in the future. No reverse sensors, not really necessary, although I secretly like them. That most of you, actually not a lot of you, might know who those are. Those are the Moonanites from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Extremely evil, extremely pessimistic, as you can see. But I don't know why I put that on the car. You could ask me all day, I don't know why. I did. I put it on there. It's on there. The LL Bean badge would be on there, but when I bought the car it was missing, so I decided to replace it with something else. Also missing is a badge that would have said 3.0R, which signifies what this car is, a 3.0 liter. H6 horizontal, Boxer 6. R is a trim level. LL Bean is just a special package that you could get. Real sorry for the narrative of the video. I'm actually not that great at making videos. But yeah, that's my first one. So, oh look, this car was tame crafted in Indiana, in Lafayette. So yeah, made in the USA. Anyway, later.